Hello, this is Athena with AMG Creates, and today we're going to be making pattern paper. And I'm still going to be using the carrot bout, but you can see everything that I'm using. A light and dark yellow, a light and dark blue, light and dark green, and a light and dark purple for ink. And then the idea is that you have those, and then I'm going to be using a darker shade of green to show kind of how you can use it, I guess, for patterned cut paper, I guess. Um, and then I also have black, gray, and brown, so you can see how they look on the paper. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I think that this would be really interesting as if I had any tissue paper, like the really the thin stuff that you would put in a package, not package, but in a like a birthday party, that kind of papery stuff. So what I'm doing, and of course, I've wanted to do this for quite some time, ever since I did the s'mores a couple of months ago, weeks ago, months. I don't know. Time is weird. Um, but I figured that I would start with the yellow and do two different types of colors for yellow. So that's the thing, and there's so much, and I just wanted to do a short half hour me playing with this stuff. Um, there's so many things that you can do with this. Also, whenever you're doing this, um, be aware that the other person, like the person who's receiving this, unless they are extremely anal retentive, like nitpicky and everything, first of all, you shouldn't be giving those people handmade presents unless they can fake generosity real well, and a lot of them can't. But whenever you're giving this to a person and they notice that it's handmade, and they realize if you look at it, I've had to place 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6 plus 5, 11. I've had to place 11 different stamps in order to make just one little corner. So, there are, I guess, there are some things um, that help with this. So, kind of like, there is a turnaround thing. I think We Are Makers, formerly We Are Memory Keepers, has a thing. I know that there are a lot of turnabout turnabout stamp sets where you literally turn the thing around, which is really cool. Stampin' Up used to have something like that. I don't like doing things in circles. Like a mandala, how that's in a circle. I'm not a big fan of doing that with things like this. Um, Mostly because it's not meant to be in a circle. It can be if you want it to, which would be cool. The carrots are straight lines, so good luck with that. Um, but yeah, that's the thing, is that there are so many possibilities here, and I didn't want to like stay here for 5 hours and just play, because I don't have the brain power for that. And I realized that uh, this isn't this isn't hard. It's only as obnoxious as you want to make it, to be completely honest with you. The other thing too, so you can use the bigger stamps, like the vehicle. I didn't put the rabbit in there, but that would be cool. Um, I've got brown, gray, and then I've got black, so you can see the difference, how bold that it's going to be. I really like using the gray. I could have also used that light purple that's over there all the way on the right, so that it would be more of a like a my brain went what's that carbonated water that's LaCroix, a LaCroix version of the carrot car. um if you've ever seen the joke flavors of what the flavors actually are, is like a hint of lemon from Five Doors Down kind of thing, or something like that. They're really funny, and I've only seen them once, and that was about it. So there are a lot of the the reason why it's hard, sorry, I went on a horrible tangent. The reason why this is hard and why I marked it as a Saturday thing is because there are so many possibilities. And if you are one of those people who needs to be a slight perfectionist, especially in handmade work, this won't be good for you. Or maybe it would be a great exercise in learning to be a little bit more forgiving with how things go. As you can see, I just kind of gave up and assembly lined it. But anyway, yeah, so you could use this as, you can use the big one um, for pattern paper, which would be really cool. You can use a lot of the little images. You can do a mix of both, like how I was doing the first time around. You can use a mix of different colors. Can you see how this would be a problem for some people? So you can do opposite colors of what that color is. You can do same shade colors of what the color is. There's a lot. Um, I'm going to also color these so that you can see difference in how everything sort of. I'm only going to color the orange part though, because in truth I didn't know how long this was going to take, and I knew that I didn't want to make this an extremely long video. So you can see the difference between the black, the brown, and the gray. And um, what I should have done on here, also the two darker colors, so like the dark green and the light green. They also, there's a thing that is made that is for embossing, not embossing, heat embossing? Is that what that is? Watermark stamps. So it's from Versamark, and it, I just put my finger on it so that I could explain it. So it's basically for heat embossing, which means that if I were to use it and then put like black, what is it? Black embossing powder. It's specialty powder. There's a whole bunch of them that are out there. So you've got snow, you've got black, you've got different colors, you've got different textures. You can make it glossy. I think that you can also make it, what's the word? There's a word. Not glossy. I can't think of the word. But yeah, there's so many things that you could do with this. And even do like odd man out stuff where the middle one is glossy or the middle one has extra pop of color. The possibilities for this are endless. You can also get a special, what is it? It's a special type of glue so that you can do foil on there. I'm not going to mess with that. There are ways to do it. It is a pen. You can do it that way, which is great fun and a pain. But I have that too, and the pen is by, well, that's not helpful. It's got a leaf on it. It's a foil quill, and there are so many different ways to use it. um, but yeah, it's basically a heated pen that you use with foil. Um, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you could do to make it look really cool. And of course, you don't have to do this. You can just do a plain background, and that's just fine too. Because pattern backgrounds, depending on the person that you're giving it to, will distract from what is actually going on. So what I did here is I basically put the other the other stamp set on the back. So basically all I have to do is just flip it around. And then I realized that I should have cleaned these off. That's the other thing too. So if you don't clean your stuff off, but you're going to use them rapidly with different colors, I invest in some baby wipes or stamp it on something else you're not going to use a few times to clean it off. Or use your finger and then be prepared because it could get on your card. So I know that this might not be one of my most watched ones just because it's not that it's boring, but it's not a card. It's literally me playing around with stamps, more so than what I usually do. Um, but if you have enjoyed this, please make sure to leave a thumbs up. If there's anything else that you'd like to see as we keep going, or anything else that you'd like me to play with, I guess, then comment down below. Um, I have a lot of things that I still want to do on here besides just make the card. And I actually would love to get into like tutorials on how to do this rather than just me going, I need to do a Saturday thing. I'm not sure exactly what I need to do. Because yeah, right now my brain power is my what is it? My brain is trying to rebel against me. Um, it's not that this isn't fun. It's just getting to the point of I don't know. Um, it's weird. It's like I want to keep doing this and this is awesome, but I'm leaving it till the last minute. Um, I edited the last one the morning it was supposed to go out, which was cool because I had the time, but I gotta stop doing that mess. Um, I like to be more interactive. If you came here from my Instagram, I haven't been posting them on here, I haven't been posting these on there. So last week, I didn't post anything that showed that I was doing stuff. And that's not appropriate as a content creator who had that thought of doing this stuff in the first place. Yeah. It's just me being hard on myself. So what I'm doing here is using the flower stamp and kind of giving myself some room in between. So for this, I think that it would have been cool with maybe the gray stamp and maybe putting like, I don't know, maybe a light blue or something. It's a lot of playtime too, where you have to look at things and go, how cool is this? How bold is it going to be? Lots of stuff. And really, making it up as you go is also really fun too. Also, if you want to use pattern paper, but you're really afraid of doing this because you don't want to mess it up or you think you're going to mess it up, and I can tell you you're not. Actually having somebody look at it and realize that you made the pattern paper, um, and how they say, "Oh wow, that's really awesome. That's really creative. That's amazing." Really does a thing to the people in your head. So what I'm doing right here is I'm going to be using this to cut out for grass. I had a thought in my head and how I wanted this to look, and it didn't really turn out that way, but that's okay. um, so I'm just gonna tack it down. So I wanted the Hoppy Easter to be in the up things, and it didn't really work out that way, but I still think that it looks kind of cool. I think that it would have looked cooler lighter. But I wanted to show you guys, and I know that bolder images show up easier on a camera. So something like that. So you can still see the Hoppy Spring on there. I realized I should have probably brought it up a little bit higher. And then I'm going to use the fence post, which absolutely sucked for this. But you'll be able to see how that looks on there, where it's not really, you're just making a quick pattern where somebody might look at it and go, oh, that's cool. So yeah, you can't really tell what it is on there. And I should have showed it, and I didn't know why I showed it faster.
But yeah, this is everything that you can kind of do. So happy exploring, I guess, and have a nice day.